Coming up is an episode featuring the ultimate female force and one of my all-time favorite people now. She was co-host of ABC's hit show Extreme Weight Loss. She just co-founded her own skincare line. We're going to talk about all that and so much more. You won't want to miss my interview with Heidi Powell up next. She is the ultimate female force, influencer, fitness expert, mom of four, businesswoman, New York Times bestselling author. She was co-host of ABC's hit show Extreme Weight Loss. She just started a new skincare line. I'm dying over this. Is there anything she doesn't do? Welcome, Heidi Powell.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Oh, I'm excited to have you and learn and talk about. There's so much to talk about, but I want to first start. How are the kids?
They are doing so well. I swear. I always say, like, the age that they're at is the best age, and it just keeps getting better. I'm like, I don't want them to grow up. I don't want them to grow anymore. I need to freeze them. But then the next year, it's better and better. They also get sassier. But they
Yes. What are their ages?
They are, right now, I have a 15-year-old, a 14-year-old, 9-year-old, and a 6-year-old. I span the spectrum.
Yeah, you really do. I mean, I had, they were almost Siamese twins, right? 12 and a half months apart, mine.
Yeah. Wow.
And I wish I would have kept going. But anyway, what an age range. And how did you deal during the whole lockdown and COVID and everything?
So what's interesting is I was unlike most moms. And I really welcomed the time where my kids were stuck at home with me. I've spent the last decade traveling so much with the show Extreme Weight Loss, with what Chris and I did. And we were actually going through a really huge transition in our life at the time. The world didn't know, but Chris and I we were divorcing, and we kind of kept it quiet. And it was our time when school shut down. It was beautiful for us because we're like, hey, this is our time to process this with our kids and with our family and like really hunker down and reprioritize. So it was a really good thing. But granted, when school started this year, I'm like, okay, I am ready. Get out of the house.
My kids were home from college, and I can't imagine having that many. And mine are, yours are probably pretty self-sufficient, kind of. But I was like, I enjoyed it too. It was like the silver lining was I got my kids home with me for time that I wouldn't have had, right?
I know. And I suffer from, as a working mom, I mean, with so much going on, not just a thing. It's not like I have a 9-to-5. There's so much to where my plate's always full. I definitely suffer from mom guilt in a major way, or did. And I will say, like, the whole coronavirus lockdown was a beautiful thing for me. Quarantine was awesome because it allowed me to enjoy and reprioritize and focus on what was most important. And it was good. And I have to say, with the age ranges, I have 2 kids from my first marriage, the 2 older, 15 and 14, and then 2 with Chris, my second marriage. And so it was 9 and 6. So it's really, they're like big brother, big sister, and they get along so well. It's cute. I have good kids.
Well, you're a good person and a good role model and all that good stuff. So, okay. So thank God everything's good and the kids are doing well through everything. I know I'm a divorced mom too. So I know how that can be.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. We adjusted well. Keeping the world away from what was actually happening for 10 months was the smartest decision Chris and I made.
Wow, you got a blessing. Yeah. A blessing too. And then you were locked down so everyone can, So, okay. Yes, exactly. All right. So let's talk about your brand new skin line that's on its way to me and I can't wait to try it. So thank you.
Yes.
Tell us how it started, what's going on, how this all came about, and you co-founded it with Brooke Ence. So tell me about all that.
That's correct.
Yep. Tell me about all that and how that came together.
Yeah. So I think first, kind of laying the foundation, while I'm known predominantly as a fitness trainer, I believe that what I was put on this earth to do is empower and uplift women all over. I mean, humans in general, but specifically women, because I think we've had a lot to battle through, especially as working moms. And, I also have gone through with a decade-long eating disorder, this evolution and transformation myself of learning what beauty actually is. And for so long, I thought beauty was skin deep, and I realized it's so much more than that. It's like we can put all the creams we want on our faces. We can do all the things. And if we don't know who we are and love who we are from the inside out, it honestly doesn't matter. Beauty can't shine. And so what I love about what Brooke and I came together and did and she actually approached me first, was we built a skincare company that, yeah, we do skincare, but we give back. We give to charities and organizations that empower women, that give moms and kids opportunities for a better life. We talk about things that are so much more than skincare. We teach you and set the example of how to be beautiful in a way that comes from the inside. And all of our products are clean. They're amazing. And it's something that I believe in pursuing dreams. I believe that every woman has the right to not be bound by what a lot of us grew up thinking that, hey, this is for them or this is for the men. No, this is for us. We can do whatever we want. And I can start a company with one of my best friends and we can, uplift, empower, and help other women feel beautiful and powerful as well. And that's exactly what we're doing. So Brooke actually approached me a couple years ago and it said, hey, I really want to do this. And it's something that resonates with me. I'm 38 now, I'm aging. And it's something where I'm like, okay, yes, I'm starting to realize the collagen in my face is not like, I'm not making collagen anymore. I need some help. So we actually came together and created these products. And at the time, right about the time of launch, I actually backed out because I was dealing with issues in my marriage, and which obviously we see where that is now. And there was just so much on my plate at the time with the other companies that I had. And so I kind of, after I built with her and created and they launched, I took a step back and said, I need my life to kind of settle a little. And
smart. Well, you had 4 kids to worry about too.
4 kids. I knew what they were about to go through. And so I was just a like loyal customer because I loved what I created so much with Brooke and the entire team there. And so about a year later, though, we started talking again. I was like, I have ideas. I have things I want to do. I want to, open. I want stuff that my girls would love because my daughter's almost a woman. She's 14 years old. And so we kind of put our brains together. My plate had cleared. We began getting through this divorce, and we've essentially over the past year spent a ton of time revamping a lot of the products and coming out with so many new things and creating really lines that, Brooke and I have been dreaming about forever. And here we are with a ton of great stuff. And it's just the beginning.
It's just the beginning. I have to say, if you just I'm talking to Heidi Powell, her new skincare line is Athia. Okay, let's talk about the coconut lip scrub, coconut lip mask. I'm all in.
Yes. Okay. So I have to say, my daughter Marley gets credit for this. She is, I'm lucky where I have this daughter. I remember being this age. She's obsessed with going to Target or Sephora and buying all the things that she loves. And she would come home and she's like, Mom, okay, you guys have to do a lip scrub. You have to do a lip mask. And she had every single lip scrub and lip mask out on the market. And she helped us create the perfect one. It really is the best. She picked the scent. It is delicious, tasteful smelling. We don't want to eat it. I'm not going to tell you to eat it. But and I have to say, most women, it's like we spend so much time taking care of our faces, right? It's like we do the vitamin C serum. We do all the different things that our face needs. We cleanse, we tone, we moisturize, we use SPF, but we neglect the lips. And so our hashtag or our slogan with this is don't skip the lips. Our lips are what people look at. When you are speaking to somebody, you look at their lips, or they look at your lips because that's where words are coming out of. And especially in, with climate changes, it's like, hey, it doesn't matter if you're traveling or not, like I am. It doesn't matter if you're in Arizona. Seasonal changes affect our lips. So we can't just exfoliate our face and expect that to take care of the full package. We need to focus on our lips as well, and then hydrate and replenish the skin with a mask at night. So I absolutely love that. We've always had a lip plumper, and the lip plumper is probably one of our top sellers. It's incredible, but it's like you can't just make your lips look good during the day. You need to also take care of them. It's like you're not just going to put makeup on every day. You're going to cleanse, you're going to exfoliate, you're going to scrub. Do the same with your lips.
Listen, that got me right there to begin with. And then the packaging, I know, the packaging is part of the whole thing. For some people, the packaging is very clean looking and beautiful.
Yes.
Simple.
I know. That was part of me coming on. So when I came back on, that was my one request. I'm like, hey, there were a lot of things that I wanted to do, but right off the bat, I'm like, I want it to feel light and airy and clean, because we had different branding before. And just as our audience grew, it aligned more with, the audience that it preferred clean. And that's me. It's like, our products are clean. Our products are simple. And I want the packaging to reflect that. It's kind of same with like our soul and our heart. We want it to be clean and simple. So everything we do has to align with that.
Well, you got me. So I that's the first thing when I looked into it, I was like, God, it's so beautiful and clean and simple. And that's what we want. We don't need all that, because everything we need is inside of it. So I'm excited to try it. I can't wait to try it. And I'm so happy that you did what you had to do for your family and for yourself, and then you jump back into this, which is, and I love that it empowers people, and that you give back with each person. I mean, that's even better.
That's what it's all about. It's like, unfortunately, sometimes we have to make money so we can live. But like, really, to me, it's a passion project. I want to know that at the end of my life, I made a difference, and I made people happier, and I made them feel better about themselves. And when we look good, we feel good. When we feel good, we perform better. We are kinder people. We are better mothers. We're better at everything in life. We're better friends. And that's what it's all about.
I 100% agree. What is your self-care, wellness, and beauty tips like for you? Besides using the products, what are yours?
Okay. Yep. I'm going to say number one. I'll give you a few. I'll give you three.
Good.
Number one, I'm going to say hydrate. You have to drink enough water. I think people underestimate the power of water and hydration with our skincare in general, and just our body. Like, think of our bodies are 2/3 water. And if we're not getting enough of it, the first place that it's going to reflect is in our face. We're going to start to look older faster. All the things are going to start to show on our face if we're not drinking enough water. So that's number one. Number two, I don't care how old you are listening to this. If you're 15, you should be using sunscreen every single day. And that was actually a tip my mom gave me. I would say that's the number one anti-aging tip right there. I do videos on it quite a bit because it's that important. You have to prevent now. And hey, if you're 38 listening to this and thinking, I've never used SPF, start now. It's never too late to start transforming your face to the best it can be. So SPF is a big deal. And then I would say the third thing, if we're talking just beauty in general, it's crazy how much of a change being happy and laughing makes on how beautiful our faces are. Like, you can have somebody that does all the Botox in the world and all the filler and uses all the products, but if they aren't a truly happy person, it shows. And on the flip side, it's like you can have somebody that might be aging but is so happy and bright and full of energy, and you're like, oh my gosh, what do you do for your face? Because you don't realize that happiness, that beauty is actually coming from inside. I'm going to add a number 4 because I think this is so important.
Good. Please.
Again, I'm 38, and aging has been a really tough thing for me to accept, not because I care about the lines on my face, even though I do, but in the way that recognizing and acknowledging that there are lines there has connected me with the idea that, like, my mortality is real, and it's like, we are aging. We're never going to be youthful again. Mm-hmm. And I think it's, for me, the more we fight age, the more miserable we are. And I've had to learn that there's a way to embrace aging and to do all the things that you can do to help aging become graceful. But you don't ever want to fight it. You want to embrace it. You want to love it, appreciate all the wisdom that's come with it. And you know what? Do the things that you can do. Drink your water, use your SPF, use the proper face products, and also be happy. And aging, suddenly it's beautiful.
Yes. You say you have so much great energy. I love it. You're so you can tell that you love what you do. You love the person that you are. You love what you're doing for others by creating this beautiful, beautiful skincare line. I want everyone to go on athiaskin.com. It's ATHIA skin.com. Check it out. I'm excited. I'm going to try it, and I'm going to talk to you about that after I try it and let you know my thoughts on it too. But I'm excited just for everything that it is and everything you stand for. I know that you put your heart and soul into it, so it's going to be just amazing. And it's true. If we feel if we're happy and we're joyful, then we're beautiful. It's like it comes from the inside, right? And skin is the biggest organ. I don't think people realize that.
Yes. Yeah, you're right. They don't. They're like, skin is an organ. Yeah, skin is the biggest organ. You're right.
So it's kind of amazing. I think we kind of forget that a little bit. Okay,
Yes,
so let's go back and talk for a minute about extreme weight loss.